Good evening and welcome to the Planning Board meeting of September 24th, 2024 at 7 o'clock in the Carver Town Hall Meeting Room number 1. These proceedings will be videotaped and rebroadcast by Area 58 TV. If we could all stand, salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so our first order is on the public hearing, continuance on the application of Peter Sprague requesting a special permit and site plan review pursuant to section 2230-C, 3100, 4341, and 5300 of the Carver zoning bylaw, located at lot number 2A, Ricketts Pond Drive in Carver, Mass. Assessors map 32, lot 1-2A, in the Spring Street Innovation Zoning District, to construction an approximate 7,440 square foot light industrial building with associated parking areas and utilities to accommodate the proposed use. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. My name is Eric Shoemaker with Mackenzie Engineering Group.
Do you want to ask him first?
He's gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on behalf of that applicant, Peter Sprague, we'd like to request a continuance to the next meeting.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask for a motion to continue.
I'll make said motion.
What's the date of our next meeting?
I believe our next meeting is September,
October.
October 8th.
Let's check the calendar to make sure.
And that's 2 Tuesdays from now, days.
It looks like it's the 8th.
I believe it's the 8th. We have the joint meeting on the 1st, but that leaves us open for the 8th. So I believe it's the 8th.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah. So a motion to continue to October 8th, 7 p.m., Town Hall, Room 1. I'll second that motion if it is your motion, Ellen.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Further discussion? We don't need any.
No, aye.
Helen?
Ellen Zedillo says aye.
Mary Ellen Williams says aye.
And Kevin Robinson says aye. All right, other business. We are looking at a request for an extension for site plan review and special permit on Ward Street, Carver Solar 1 LLC, 19C Ward Street, Assessors Map 120, Lot 6-1 in a residential agricultural district.
Good evening. Dean Smith with New Leaf Energy, for the record, and Greg Sampson.
Hi, Greg Sampson with Sullivan and Worcester.
So this is something that you heard last year. We weren't able to come and explain the situation to you, but we've been delayed by a group study that Eversource conducted. Luckily, that's been completed recently, so our interconnection agreement was issued earlier this summer. We're working with the utility on their construction schedules for the improvements that are included in that group study. So we don't know what the schedule for our construction will be until they establish that. We're here tonight to request an additional year extension of our special permit approval with you.
Okay. We were actually fortunate enough last week for Eversource to come in and explain the situation to us. They said they were breaking them down per territories. So we were aware that this would probably be happening, but just wanted you to be assured that we did take the time and ask them to come in and explain why there was such a problem with getting these interconnections.
We appreciate that.
So, with that being said, I'm going to ask for a motion to extend that to October 1st of 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Further discussion, we don't, same thing, we don't really have anything to discuss, so.
Mr. Shea says aye.
Ellen Sodillo says aye.
Mary Ellen Williams says aye.
And Kevin Robinson says aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Dean, and what was your name, sir?
Greg Sampson.
Greg?
I wrote the letter. Yeah.
Greg?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you for your time.
you're welcome. Oh, this came from him, okay, thank you. I should have it, right?
It's in.
All right, I believe I must have one too.
Can you pass that?
All right, so,
Did you get that?
well, she shouldn't be trying to,
I know. I didn't respond.
me directly, she should be going through Tom.
Right. Did she text you as well?
It says I messaged,
Okay.
so, all right.
Thank you. Sorry.
That would be for Tom, so I don't know if you feel the need to respond to her, that
No, I'm not
we
gonna
don't.
respond to her.
That would go directly to Tom, the planner.
Can I ask?
I will show you this.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that would go to the planning department for sure. in
But thank
regards-
you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to make sure that Tom does get that, and I'll have to look at that and forward it to Tom.
Okay.
All right. I'll take that as a note. That was from Howe?
Yes.
Okay, did she give an address?
No, but I have her Gmail. Yeah,
Okay.
Gmail address.
Was that an approved project? I don't recall off the
I
top
don't
of my
recall
head.
it either.
Yeah.
First I thought it was some kind of hack. So I didn't respond.
All right. Connie, do you have anything for notes?
Yeah, our new E-code 360 that the town approved back in the day and we approved at last town meeting is online, so it's a searchable database for all of our bylaws and so you can get that, you can go right through the town website and
Oh,
get
good,
that.
they
Our-
updated
Our
that.
town clerk announced today that
Excellent.
it's all online, so it should make life a
Oh,
lot
that's
easier for a
fantastic.
lot of people.
That would be good.
Very good. Very good. Do you want to announce that for public to hear?
Oh, I think John picked that up, that the E-code's online. It's the searchable database for all of our zoning and bylaws. What else we got? King Richard's Fair's open for another couple weeks, so we gotta be careful of the traffic there. Well, that's all off the top of my head.
And I believe we have 2 applicants, but there may be a conflict on one of the applicants. They're already serving on another committee. So we can't have, it was explained to me, we can't have 2, you can't be appointed to 2 committees, but you can be elected to 2 committees.
Yes,
So unfortunately, one of the two people is, are being unable to do that. So,
What if they take it off of the other board?
well, that's, when they come that night, they'll have to recuse themselves from the other board in order to be, considered for this. So with that being said, we have our meeting next Tuesday night at 6 o'clock here with the select board. Tom is not here. He's on vacation. He won't be back for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I didn't ask if you had anything, Mary Ellen.
I do not.
All right, so if we could go over our minutes. Mary Ellen did bring to our attention that on the first paragraph, Mr. Fernandez has the sentence, Cornelius Shea asked if this is an unbuildable parcel. You did not ask if it was unbuildable, you asked if it was buildable. So we just have to strike unbuildable. And I don't know, did anybody, was there anything else that needed to be changed in order for us to vote on these?
I didn't notice anything else.
I didn't even notice that, so.
All right, well then I'm going to ask for a motion to accept the minutes of September 10th, 2024.
So motioned.
Second that motion.
And Mary Ellen Williams seconds it. Connie?
Oh, Mr. Shea says aye.
Ellen Sedillo says aye.
Mary Ellen Williams says aye.
And Kevin Robinson says aye.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Andy, for showing up here tonight. You're an invaluable asset, even.
Stop smiling.
Not a problem. I'll take quick meetings when I can get them.
Yeah.
Well then, with all that being said, I'm going to ask if somebody would like to make a motion for adjournment.
I will make said motion.
I will second that. Cornelius Shea says aye.
Ellen Sedillo says aye.
Mary Ellen Williams says aye.
And Kevin Robinson says aye. Thank you, and have a good evening.